So I've done a couple different videos of the best sneakers that you could buy for $50 and $100. And in today's video, I wanted to cover the $500 and the $1,000 price point. I wanted to just do it both in one video. So first of all, I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody that contributed to these videos. It was actually like an experiment that I was trying to do to see if these would get any traction, if you guys enjoyed the videos. And I did one for the $50 price point and the $100 price point. And when I asked these people to be part of these videos originally, I also asked them to contribute to the $500 and $1,000 price points. And a lot of people actually came back and did all four of them, which was awesome. But I want to do something the next time around a little bit different. So I want to get some of the smaller channels and the people that maybe I'm not even familiar with to contribute to these videos as well. I think I'm going to maybe do like a $250 price point in a future video, but it takes a lot of effort on my end, and I've been on vacations and stuff. So with that in mind, I wanted to just go ahead and knock out the $500 and the $1,000 price point video in one. So when you have that $500 and the $1,000 price point, obviously you can do so much more with your money. So for my $500, I'm gonna go Nike Dunks. I know that's where the hype is right now, and some of these are probably not gonna be worth $5 in maybe 2 years from now, maybe even a year from now. We don't even know. Primarily for me though, I've been a fan of the Nike Dunks since before the wave, which is fun to be able to say, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. For me, honestly, I've always been Nike Dunks over Air Jordan 1s even though I have a ton of Air Jordan 1s in the back. I also have a row of Dunks on the bottom. Honestly, really shocked that any of these out here are even at that $500 range now. They were all way less a year ago. This one is one that a lot of people were sleeping on for the longest time. When they released, people just weren't really feeling them. They were going for just a little bit above retail. Finally, they're driving up in price, and they're up in the $500 range. Quality on these are actually really nice. And I actually met Jeff Staple at ComplexCon before these released. It was a really cool experience. Also, one that I can't believe jumped in price is these. These are well over $500. These are actually closer to the $1,000 pick now, which is insane. I didn't know, honestly, until I was looking for this video. I thought these were in the $500 range or $350 range. I don't even know, man. It's crazy. And I have two pairs of these. I have the box set one as well that Staple actually gifted me, which is super crazy. Like, anyway, moving on, the Pusshead 2s, I love these things. These things are crazy. Pusshead 1s were awesome as well, but this one in particular with that bleached sort of look to them, it's just wild looking and just a little bit darker, and I always like browns on like Jordans and Dunks and stuff like that. And then I got these from the UN when I was down in Vegas last before all the COVID stuff, and I got the Oompa Loompas for I think $3 something, and now they're over $500 again, which is again crazy. But so those are kind of my picks for that $500 range. I always love the Nike Dunks. And for that $1,000 price range, I'm gonna go with these. This one is not $1,000 yet, but I think this one's gonna go up. This is the Off-White Air Jordan 5. But honestly, for my $1,000, I'm all in on this shoe right here. This is Isaac's DB5. Isaac, rest in peace. He actually passed away before these released, which is just a really tragic, sad story. And I don't want to go too deep in the story. And it's just one of those shoes that I can look at and appreciate life in general when I look at these shoes, and definitely has a really strong, powerful message behind it. That's my choice for $1,000. Let's go ahead and listen to some of the other people and their $1,000 choices as well.
My choice for the best sneaker under $500 is, bang, the Nike SB Jordan 1 LA to Chicago. I absolutely love this sneaker. It's not as hyped up as some of the other Jordan 1 colorways, like the Travis Scott, for example, but it's a sneaker that I really dig, and it is trending up, so if you like them, jump on them. We customized this pair down here at the workshop a little bit, you know, gave them that worn look, but this colorway in general, customized or not, is just a sneaker that I really like. My pick for the best sneaker under $1,000 is, bang, the Nike Sacai LD Waffle. This is the original colorway. As you can see, I have worn these a lot. I have worn them into the ground essentially, and you can find them for under $1,000 all day. And it's just a really cool sneaker. I think it's one of those sneakers that it catches people's eye. It's comfortable. It feels good on your feet. It's just one of those sneakers that if you're gonna spend a lot of money, it at least feels different than everything else. And so I think that's really dope. So this is my pick for the best sneaker under $1,000.
Okay, so when it comes to the $500 category, I honestly don't have a lot of shoes that are even close to $500. Most of my shoes cap out around $220, something like that. That's for the Air Jordan 11. I don't have any foam posits, so I've never paid like $240 or $250 or whatever it is for a pair of foams. So for me, I think if I had $500, so I'm thinking about it like literally right now, and I'm not doing resale, I'm just buying something at the retail price. for me, it would probably be the Alpha Fly, which is a running shoe. It's this new running shoe from Nike. It's pretty crazy because of the technology, the Zoom X, the Zoom pods, the plate. So for me, I think if I had $500 to spend and I'm not doing resale, I'm getting something at the retail price, it would probably be the Nike Zoom Alpha Fly as of right now. Now, dipping into the $1,000 category, under $1,000, for me, that's definitely a resale sneaker. There's nothing on my radar that costs more than, I would say, $300. So if I'm going to go with resale at under $1,000, it would probably be, I would say, the Atmos Air Max 1, the elephant one from 2017. I think I can get those for under $1,000, or it might be a little more than $1,000. But that would probably be my choice as of this very moment right now. For if I had $1,000 to spend on sneakers and I only could get one pair, probably the Atmos Air Max 1. I wanted it to be the LeBron 8 South Beach because I've never owned a pair of those, but the pricing on those is way more than $1,000 for my size. So I would say the Atmos Air Max 1 from 2017.
All right, so at the $500 price point, this one's a little bit tricky. This is when you're getting into basically the heat, all right? So for these, I bought them for, I think, like $5.15 ship. They now go for around $650 or $700. It's crazy, but since I got them for $500, we're gonna go with these. I rock these every single day, pretty much. Bam! The white Sakai waffles right here, one of my favorite sneakers. Damn, these are kind of beat, actually. But yeah, these right here, man, you cannot go wrong with them. Super versatile, very clean, just a very unique sneaker as well, and not too loud. They do fly under the radar sometimes. So yeah, the Sakai waffles in the white color. I love these sneakers. So at $1,000, man, this one's really tricky. There's so many great sneakers at this price point. Woo! I'm gonna have to go with the Nike Air Fear of Gods in the original black and bone colorway. Those by far are one of my favorite sneakers, even of all time, regardless of price point. I was gonna go with the Chicago ones, but I feel like Chicago ones like recently skyrocketed in price, so I still kind of see those in my eyes as like basically a sneaker that should be around $500 or $600. So yeah, it's kind of hard to pick that sneaker at the $1,000 price point. But yeah, the Nike Air Fear of Gods, I'm rolling with those. And they add, 2 or 3 inches of height, so you can't even go wrong with that as well. But yeah, the Air Fear of Gods.
$500, good amount. I'm just gonna stick to Ball is Life, rest in peace to Kobe. These are the Masterpiece Kobe 9 High. I love these. Currently sitting around $500 plus, but honestly, it really is a masterpiece. I wouldn't really be into sneakers if it wasn't for basketball and if it didn't represent the greatest of all time. I love these. This is probably the only sneaker that I will ever hoop in for the rest of my life, and I have so many different pairs of these, and they have skyrocketed a lot, but this shoe has so much meaning to me and it just works. Sucks that they cost so much, but if I have $500 to run it, this is what I get. You get into the $1,000 price point, it gets a little bit easier to make some selections, right? I think first and foremost, we'd go with the Air Forces. These are the Travis Scotts with the removable swoosh. You can interchange it. I think there's the silver, there's like the kind of cheetah leopard color. This is the sail colorway. You got the grills in the front. This sneaker is fire, super timeless, and just goes with so many different fits. Definitely adds a lot of flair. Obviously got that Travis Scott in there. Man, I would love to go with these. Or, if I wanted comfort all day with a little bit of hype, or a lot of hype, I should say, Off-Whites. I mean, all white, super clean. Or the Sean Witherspoons, another really dope shoe, but still sitting around that $1,000 price point.
At the $500 mark, I have the Black Cement 3. Just think it goes with everything, still timeless. And at the $1,000 mark, I believe I have the Union Air Jordan 1. Probably the blue colorway for myself.
For the $500 range, I was gonna say just Jordan 1 Shadows. I think that's about the $450 range right now on StockX. Solid shoe. I don't think you can go wrong with any Jordan 1 at that point. For the $1,000 price range, I don't know how much the shoe is gonna resale for, but I'll just say the Off-White 4s that are coming out. In women's sizes, when they resell, I'm sure they're gonna be around like, I don't know, 1,000, 1,200, but those are sick. I'll get those.
All right, so the $500 category, if you absolutely need a $500 shoe and you want an Air Jordan 1, I would suggest going with any of the colored toe type shoes. So this one right here specifically is the 2018 Court Purple Air Jordan 1. Yeah, these are the Court Purples, the Pine Greens. So any of these, you know, you really can't go wrong again with this style if you absolutely need an Air Jordan 1. If you're not feeling Air Jordan 1 and you want another classic, you guys definitely have to go with something like this. This right here is the Air Jordan 3 Black Cement. It's still way under 500 bucks. You could probably get them for around 350-ish, but this is just an everyday beater as well. You really can't go wrong with an Air Jordan 3. It's one of the classic models Michael Jordan, you know, took off from the free throw line in the white cements, but those haven't released for some time, and you know the 88s have been going for crazy money. But the black cements are here, and you know it just released, you know, a couple years ago. You can still pick them up. All right, so you have $1,000. What can you buy? Personally, for me, a few years ago, it would have been the Air Jordan 1 1985. This is a Chicago colorway, and I got this one for about 650 bucks then. And now they're going for astronomical prices because of the Last Dance documentary, over 2,000 bucks. Pretty similar to like something like this, which is, you know, your Union Air Jordan 1, newer style in the 85 style. And again, like, it's overpriced, so these two you cannot put them away. But what you can get for $1,000 is the Shattered Backboard Air Jordan 1. This is the 2.0. So you know the 1.0, the 3.0. 3.0 is still going for, you know, slightly less, but if you want to hover around that $1,000 price range, the 2.0 is pretty good. It's still, you know, a classic model. You know, they did a good job on it based on the leathers and everything like that in the whole grand scheme of things. I think it's just, you know, an awesome shoe to have in the collection. So that's that.
What sneaker would I buy for $500? I'd probably have to go with something that has auto lacing, like the Huarache Adapt. You can easily get a pair for under $500. And what other shoe is gonna let you do something like this? That's a win. $1,000 on a pair of shoes? I don't think so. I'm not gonna spend that kind of money on one pair of shoes. At $1,000, I'd rather have 3 or 4 shoes and some peripherals to go with them. But if I had to spend $1,000, I would probably go with the Jordan 4 Levi's, the original blue denim one. That's right around $1,000 in my size 13. But on top of that, I would actually probably rather have the black and the white pairs, which would both add up to about $1,000 on the resale market right now. So that's my choice for $1,000.
Hey everyone, Carlo here. I'm a sneaker YouTuber based in the Philippines, and my pick for my favorite sneakers that I was able to get for around $500 is the Off-White Jordan 5s. Now, I actually got this for much less than that. I was lucky enough to be able to pick this up for retail. And since I got it for retail, I did the crazy stuff. So I actually cut out the circles. So as you guys can see over here, here, and here. The only circle that I kept is the one over here, mainly because it would ruin the text, but everything else I cut out. And it's been so much fun wearing it. If you mix and match the socks with your outfit to be able to pop with the circles, and you can even wear it with the laces hanging out using the circle, the cut out holes, as some sort of like window. But anyway, having so much fun with these shoes, and it just reminds you the value of being lucky of copying shoes for retail, because you can actually do whatever you want with the shoe. So anyway, so that's my pick for my favorite sneakers that I was able to buy for around $500, much less than that actually, the Off-White Jordan 5. And my favorite sneaker that I was able to buy for $1,000 is this, and I love it so much that I actually have 4. So this is the Off-White Nike Presto. Now, I was able to buy several pairs of this early on when the prices weren't as high as they are now, because I think they're at $2,000 right now on StockX, but I was fortunate to get several pairs for less, some at 1,000, some at the others at a little over 1,000. But yeah, I really love the sneaker because it's one of the most comfortable sneakers in the off-white Nike collection, especially from the original, the 10. And I just love the versatility. I mean, you can wear it with black laces if you want it subtle. You can wear it with white laces if you want it's more sporty. You can wear it with the orange and the green if you want to go all hype beast. I personally prefer to wear it with either of the two. Maybe it's because of my age, but yeah. But anyway, that's my pick for my favorite shoes for $1,000. The off-white Nike Presto with an S because I have several. Hes, thank you very much for having me on the video. Appreciate you, bro. In the Philippines, our way of saying thank you is maraming salamat. Good luck, bro, on your channel, and I wish you nothing but the best.
So I think for 500 bucks, this is probably around that optimal price. I know they are a little bit more or a little bit less depending on the size and the condition and everything like that. But for roughly around 500 bucks, I'm gonna go with the Cactus Jack Air Jordan 6. I personally love this sneaker. I had to double up on it. I got it for retail both 2 different times. Worked a little finessing, but I got my hands on 2 pairs. So now I'm happy about these. I think the price of these are definitely gonna go up over time. So I think something like this, super clean, super dope, well worth it, quality, everything like that, dope. So 500 bucks, I would probably go with something like this. I love 6s, by the way. So now $1,000 I think is a tough one because a lot of people would always say Jordan 1s and there's so many different shoes. But me, I love 6s, so I gotta go with the Air Jordan 6 Dornbecker. These are gonna hit for roughly around $1,000. This is the first version, and then they have a retro. That's up to you to decide which one you like more. But me personally, I always like the OGs and the very first ones to come out. So for me, I would go with something like this for $1,000. I think the quality, again, on these are just super dope. And, bruh, yeah, that's all I can say. Yeah. So this is my $1,000 pick if I were to spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes. I got lucky. I got these for retail way back in the day. These used to sit on the back wall at the employee store. Ain't that crazy? Shout out to Hes, shout out to his family. If you guys aren't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button on his channel. I appreciate you for having me on the channel as well, bruh. Again, much love, so much support. All right, bruh, I'm out.
If the budget was $500, I feel like this is a lot more difficult than choosing a $100 shoe or working with a $100 budget. Because once you hit the $500 mark, you would have to go towards the secondary market. I would love a pair of Yeezy basketball Quantums. Yes, I think they're going for around 300 plus in the secondary market. A little bit under $500, you know, got some leftover money, but it is what it is. The Kobe 5 Chaos. Been looking for that shoe, missed out on it for retail, so now it's spiked up. It's around 300 bucks. Got some leftover money, so $500 budget, not bad. Now, if the budget was $1,000, I'm going immediately for a pair of Gucci loafers. Not a sneaker, but I feel like $1,000, you can't really get the super hype sneakers that you want because that's over $1,000. If I decide to sway away from the Gucci loafers, I'm going to double up on a pair of Band 1s. That's right. The price is spiked after the Last Dance documentary and it's around $1,000 right now. So Band 1s or Gucci loafers. Hes, I hope that helped your video. Thank you for asking me to participate. Peace.
My choice for best sneaker at $500 is the Sacai Nike Waffle Collab, which I paid resale for. It's a unique twist on a classic sneaker. It's not something I'd buy multiple pairs of, but I like having a variety of sneakers to choose from. My choice for best sneaker at $1,000 is the Union Jordan 1 Collab. I paid resale for them, but it was worth it to me. I love the concept of mixing classic colorways, the good quality leather, and all the little details they included, like the stitching on the collar, painted edges, and yellowed midsoles.
For 500 bucks, man, get yourself a pair of the Jordan 1 SB Lows. Really dope concept, really dope shoe, and that little jump man on the toe. Seriously, dope shoe. Crazy to see the prices go up to 500, but it's well worth it in my opinion. But for $1,000, the Travis Scott Lows. Seriously, put some respect on their name. It's a dope shoe. a brown Jordan 1 low top, I mean, you really can't go wrong with this shoe, and that red lace swap is everything. So, $1,000 well spent in my opinion. The Jordan 1 low Cactus Jack, Travis Scott, put some respect on the name.
Over $100, something around 500. I'm really not sure that I can spend that kind of money, and it doesn't matter how much money I have. I think $500 it's still kind of unreasonable, but if you really have to, and if you really love the shoe, it has to be something like this. This is the original Nike Air Super CB in absolutely great shape, still wearable. These are awesome. I love this shoe. I love Charles Barkley's line, and the high quality this shoe represents and how significant was back in the day. Still nice and firm Air units. You can still wear them, no problem. So any classic like this, anything you can grab that it's in this kind of shape and you absolutely love it, sure, go ahead and spend your money. And there's the last one, $1,000. I don't know, I personally will never spend that money, but if I'm shopping for somebody else and I have the unlimited funds, hey, for $1,000 I can grab at least 3-4 pairs of similar shoes like that. I will definitely love it. If I have to narrow it down to one, maybe I will grab the original M&M 4s. I don't even know how much money they go for, but it's $1,000? Maybe? More? I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys. Till next time. Kicks Reasons here. Bye.
The $500 price point, I brought out a few. I'll go with the Adidas Yeezy 700 Wave Runner first. Like James, I wasn't the biggest fan of this shoe when it first came out. I think more than the actual silhouette itself, I think the color way on this shoe and the colors used really is just super versatile. You can wear it with a lot of things, and then the shape of the shoe kind of goes with a lot of things too, whether it's shorts, jeans, sweats, joggers, you name it. So it's a very versatile shoe, and I do wear them a lot. And the shoe I'm going to show is the off-white Nike Air Max 90 in the Desert Ore colorway. This is my favorite color blocking that Virgil uses. I know you use a similar color blocking on the Blazer, the Hallows Eve Blazer, but I just really like how this comes with how it goes with the tan and the mango. It just really works well together. I feel like the 90 and the Air Jordan 1 he did his best work on as far as having that whole deconstructed look. I think he really went all out on those two models, so I'm glad to have one of them here in the collection. The other ones I'll mention real quick in the $500 price point. This is the Air Jordan 3 White Cement, the 88 version with the Nike Air on the back. This is my favorite Air Jordan of all time, like hands down. I still haven't worn this shoe yet. Maybe it's too special to me and I cherish it too much, but it's definitely one for the collection, and again, to me, my favorite Air Jordan of all time, so it does fit in that $500 price point, so I just wanted to mention that. For the $1,000 price point, so we have the heaters here. First one I'm going to bring out is the Atmos Nike Air Max 1 in the elephant print. And this is, I think, just the perfect shoe. Like execution-wise, with the elephant print, the white, this minted. And the last two I'm going to show, since I couldn't decide between the two, Union Air Jordan 1s in the black toe colorway and also the Storm Blue. I think Union really just did a phenomenal job with the execution, the details, the quality materials. This is just really well done as far as the collab goes. This is a pair I'll probably wear a lot. And actually, if I had to choose between the two, I think the black toe is more wearable, but this one's a little more iconic here as far as Union and Jordan 1 collab goes. So those are my choices. Thanks, James, for having me on.
All right, so that is the end of the video. What do you guys think about some of their choices? Drop a comment in the comment section. What would you guys pick up for the $500? What would you guys pick up for that $1,000 price point? I want to see some cool comments in the comment section if you guys want to drop them. Also, if you want to drop a like on this video, it is much appreciated. It took a little bit of time to coordinate all of this stuff, and thank you again to all the people that contributed to this video. I will be doing something different again for that $250 price point. Follow me on Twitter if you don't already, as well as Instagram, because I think I'm going to be doing some polling on there to get some outreach going for people, just to get other people to contribute to this sort of thing. But I'm trying to figure out how to do this the best way possible so it's the least amount of editing for me, and also just to hopefully give some other people some shine as well. Anyway, thank you guys again for stopping by and watching the video. Appreciate you all for checking out the channel, and have a good rest of the day. More videos soon. Peace, guys.